Today the Church celebrates the feast of St. Bartholomew, apostle and martyr. As a martyr, Bartholomew suffered an extremely painful death. He was flayed or skinned alive and then beheaded. In St. John's Gospel, Bartholomew is known as Nathaniel. And today's Gospel passage from St. John is a conversation Jesus has with Nathaniel when he calls him to be an apostle. Jesus says of Nathaniel, he is a man without guile, without deception. And Nathaniel says to Jesus, well, how do you know me? And Jesus says, I saw you when you were sitting under the fig tree. In other words, Jesus looks inside of us. He looks into our hearts. And he often sees a goodness there, a blessing that we ourselves are not aware of. And because of that, he calls us to be an apostle. And that's true of all of us. We may not feel worthy to be an apostle of Jesus, but Jesus sees that potential, that goodness in us that sometimes we ourselves are blind to. And what a blessing that is. Actually, it's a blessing whenever somebody sees in us a goodness that we're not aware of and calls us to live out of that goodness. Perhaps it's a teacher, our parents, spouses, friends, co-workers do that for each other. Perhaps today we can think of those people who have seen the goodness in us that we were blind to and have helped us to live out of that goodness. I think we all know people too who would get discouraged because they're down on themselves. They do not see the goodness inside of them. It's up to us maybe to reach out to them and to help them to recognize that goodness. Perhaps Jesus can use us today to reach out to a person like that and help them to see the goodness inside of them and to live out that goodness, that potential, the gifts they do not see in themselves.